Cool, that works so well. The little
You
URL
are
button came up
live.
exactly as I said it. Very excited.
Now we know. So I had a traumatic experience today that I can't tell you about because I know that you would not handle it well. So
Does it involve blood?
No.
Does it involve wrists? Then what would I not handle well?
Bugs.
Oh, really? Kevin's the one that doesn't like bugs. I just don't like squished bugs. But hi, everybody.
It's really bad. Yeah. I'm drinking wine.
I am sorry for your traumatic bug experience.
Let's see. Laura's here. Hey, Laura. Laura's here early. Wow.
Laura is going to lead us through a series of yoga exercises for wrists and hands later.
The wrist stretching is no joke, man. No joke at all. I get some wrist strain when I spend a lot of time at the computer. So
yeah, it turns out when your job involves a lot of doing this, then these are the muscles that go.
Yeah. Ernie's here. Kaylee's here. Courtney. What is my beverage? It is, Apothic Red. I was like, I don't even know. It was like, I had wine and I was like, I need wine. And I just opened it. I didn't even look at what it was. But it's one of my go-tos, which is Apothic Red.
I feel like I should tell Kevin that to remember for relevant future things.
Yeah, we're not talking about the bugs. We're not. I texted my mom because they're out to get some like supplies. And I was like, I'm not going to tell you why. And then she asked me for details and I gave her like a little tiny detail and she's like, stop. And I was like, yes. If anyone is not grossed out by bugs and will let me rant, feel free to private message me after this.
I was going to say, if it is too much for you to carry alone, I am happy to share this burden with you.
I am not sharing it with the 13 people watching. Apothic Red is like my go-to like cheap wine. It's like, I don't know, like $10, $11, $12 a bottle ish, around there, around that range. And it's still really good. So yeah, so whenever I don't want to take a gamble on anything, that's what I get. Oh, Laura, I bet you could handle it. You handle a lot of gross things, or you used to. Anyway, what is everyone working on today? Well, she used to be a pet tech. She doesn't do that anymore though. What is everyone working on today?
I do the thing with the scissors and the redacted and the worm on a kitten, and you think I can't handle a gross bug?
It's not a gross bug. I'll tell you after if you want, but
Karen's husband sounds like my husband.
I might set something on fire. Who knows? We'll see what happens a couple glasses in.
So yes, Sarah, what are you working on?
I'm going to be writing some new words because I haven't in a couple weeks because I've been trying to get this revision done. But I just really want to get some new words in. So I'm working on the thing with the fake relationship, the YA fake relationship story.
You almost said the protagonist with the ADHD, didn't you?
No, but that's the only thing I could think of, so I had trouble.
I knew it. This is going to happen. Also, Laura, yeah, that definitely sounds like you work in a vet's office.
Okay. All right. Kaylee is working on synopsis for Pitch Wars. Evelyn is here. Evelyn is I saw Evelyn, I think you were studying for a test or something. Is that what you're doing tonight? Or are you writing?
Is Tiny Scribe other Kaylee?
Yeah, OG Kaylee.
Yes. I'm so good at this.
Ebony! Nick's one, right? One spider turn hundreds. No, that's not it, Laura, but it's as bad, maybe worse, depending on your sensitivities.
You know, I love Pitch Wars season because it's like a religious holiday. Ooh, like the Ash Wednesday thingy, where it has no bearing on my life. I don't think about it much at all, except as interesting anecdotes my friends tell. And then like once a year, all of a sudden it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And everyone's complaining and getting smudgy. The analogy sort of fell apart there. We'll fix it in editing.
Smudgy.
I almost told a woman she had dirt on her face. It was awful. Ash Wednesday just sneaks up on you.
Ash. Yeah.
So pitch wars.
Yeah. Ruth is
Shiny
revising.
project.
Ebony's here.
Cleaning. I respect the cleaning.
Who's cleaning?
Laura.
Oh, nice. Okay. The wine's like starting to hit my system, so I'm calming down a little bit. Someone's researching pot. Okay. Grooming.
Look at what
like
you started, Sarah. Everyone is wildly curious about this horrible bug thing.
Y'all don't want to know. Trust me, you do not want to know. Like, I have
You
a
can't
really,
say things like that.
really strong stomach, and this is bad.
You're setting us all up for misery by doing this.
I'm trying to change the subject in case you didn't notice.
I don't have an answer. That's just really funny.
Oh, this is a one-time week you write instead of studying. All right, cool. What are you working on today, Bess?
Thank you, Ruth. I will be putting new words on my manuscript. My husband is on vacation this week because we are supposed to go to DragonCon. I keep saying my husband. You know that it's Kevin. So he's off, and I'm trying to do like a semi-vacation thing. But this is the first year I actually have like responsibilities to other people too. So I don't know how people with real jobs do it, and I find you all very impressive. Kelly's here! Yay! See? Kaylee agrees.
I don't think I should. I honestly would feel bad. Okay.
Do a redacted version like I just did with the kitten and the worm and the redacted and the scissors and the redacted. Tell it to Laura, and Laura will give us a redacted version.
It involves the larvae version of flies.
Oh, you found a dead animal and you were trying to tell the time of death.
No, I'm not a
It's
murder
actually really
writer.
interesting depending on the development of the maggots.
I was trying
And
not to say that word.
In Florida, it of course is sped up. Oh, I've been trying so hard to get a tour of the body farm, but they're in like this giant legal wrangling.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard they're having some issues. Jay is here. Hey, Jay. Welcome.
Hi, Jay.
And I was going to say something, but I forgot what it was. I'm just going to drink my wine.
Was it about my very important story?
Yeah.
I'm seeing all the comments a little bit early.
I did run through the house earlier shouting, "Get out of my way, I need to do murder." So
what were you murdering?
The aforementioned larvae.
Oh, that's fine. Did you roast them?
I'm thinking about it's all outside right now. I'm not.
They're very like nutty in flavor.
What?
If you roast maggots,
okay,
they're sort of like nutty. You can sort of treat them like pepitas, but bigger. And yes, you absolutely can, dude. If they finally sort their shit out and stuff out, and I finally get that tour going, I'm telling everyone. It won't just be my writers group. Everyone will be invited.
Road trip. Field trip? Road trip, something.
Oh, we have 1 minute. So Laura, start running us through the stretchies and the spiders and the...
Spiders doing push-ups in a mirror.
I am so many different subjects away. I have no idea what Kelly's even talking about anymore.
Something about body farms? I don't know. I'm assuming.
No, I don't think that was it. I think it was something before that. Yes, everyone is invited if the UCF body farm, not UCF, yes, UCF? Florida.
UCF?
Body farm gets their stuff. I think it's University of Florida. Gets their stuff together. You are all invited.
Well, hello, Kat.
And on that note,
She says, time to start writing.
Athena is our Drag Race handkerchief waver.
All right, on your mark.
Oh,
What?
am I the only one that's eating bugs here? That can't possibly be true. Right, writing time.
Okay. Bye. Ready, set, go. Thanks.
Oh, sorry, Sarah. I was too late. That's time, everyone.
I was like, Beth didn't walk us in gently.
Yeah, I got distracted.
Oh, okay. Laura's
Good.
walking us
Palms
through
down.
some stretches.
Down? Which way's down? This way down? That way down? Probably. Oh.
Palms down. It's like that.
But pressing into a wall.
Palms down.
Walls
Make sure
are
your
in front of
shoulders
you.
are down and back. Oh.
Down? I think down, if we're pushing a wall.
Yeah.
This is the riveting video.
Yeah. Well, it's like we talked about this. It's basically the same as doing this, with just a little more pressure because you're applying pressure.
How did everyone do?
Hand yoga. Oh, let's see what I got. Let's see.
Hey!
314. Yeah.
And I just need everyone to know that the Science Museum, when I was a child, had a display on edible bugs. This is not just like I went out into my backyard and decided to cook them up. Sarah was right.
What was I right about, Laura?
Pushing down on the top of the wall?
Yeah. No, because you start with your palms down. Whereas if you start like this, you're not going like that. You're starting like this, so you can go like this.
Okay.
So I just confused you more.
Well, Victoria crushed it.
Yeah.
Evelyn is just too essential to the functioning of the world. I'm sorry.
How did everyone else do? I'm wearing my dragon shirt today.
Is it for a school? Are they the dragons?
Yeah. It was a middle school. They invited me to speak because, my first book is about dragons. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned that I would love a shirt, and the president went to the storage locker and got me one.
Nice. Bert crushing it.
As usual. Nice.
Courtney doing amazing.
Very nice.
Ernie writing a screenplay novel.
Oh.
Christine doing excellently.
Very good, very good.
How common is the last name Benoit? If I was like, do you know Russ? Would that be like asking if someone knows Russ Smith, or are there 4 Benoits in the country?
What?
It's a Christine Benoit.
Okay.
Ruth did excellently and were they good GIFs? Were they cute animal GIFs?
You say GIFs? I say GIFs. Oh my God. This is going to be our biggest fight ever.
I am ready and willing to fight about anything just for the funsies. I am also happy that you persevered. That is generally the most important part of writing, people tell me.
Yes, it is.
Hey!
Didn't really know how to start. That happens to me all the time. Who's obsessed with
starting
dragons?
is the hardest part. The daughter with the GIFs.
Oh, wow. With the GIFs, yeah.
One of my friends used to be a rep for edible companies out in California. So half of her house is just samples that they gave her. And so when there are people there, she's like, would you like, I don't know, lotion and chocolate and gummies?
I need to try some. My insomnia came back really bad the last couple of days, where I'm just laying in bed till 5, 6 in the morning.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's not fun, but it's fine.
Look,
I guess it's not a common
room for all of us.
Bess, I accused Bess of trolling me today, and she was not trolling me, and I should have known better because she's a nice person.
And then I went and yelled at Kelly for besmirching my good name. And Kelly says that she's never trolled you either, and you are in fact just have a nasty, suspicious mind.
Kelly trolls me all the time.
Kelly says Kelly would never. And thank you. I had to speak a lot of French for my podcast recently, and I pronounced all of them wrong.
Thank you, Ebony. Thank you. So
There
glad
is
you're
no
here.
war. There is no fight. There is space for everyone.
Well, y'all know what I'm drinking. So what are you drinking today?
I put my water somewhere. Hydration. Although since Kevin's on vacation, we've been making new fancy drinks every day. And today I made homemade limeade, which worked out really well. And this refreshing yogurt drink, which was in fact refreshing, but I do not think I would like to have again.
Weren't you struggling with your lemonade a couple days ago?
Yes, I can make a souffle, no problem. I do it just for funsies all the time. Everyone's like, oh, souffles are so hard. They collapse all the timesies. But freaking lemonade is my Achilles heel. I cannot lemonade.
Why?
I guess because I don't follow a recipe.
Are your ratios off? Is that what's going on?
Yes, severely.
Okay. Thank you, Karen.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all.
Why are you trying to start a war?
I didn't start anything.
What do you mean you didn't start anything? Now who's trolling? You are the troll.
Kelly and I
are being besmirched by you.
Actually, I am a troll, but that's besides the point.
No, that is entirely the point.
A lot of people drinking tea today.
I want a milkshake. Kevin, can we get milkshakes?
I heard,
That's all I got to.
Look what you've done, Evelyn. Look what you've done.
Oh, no. All right, does anyone else hear me echoing? Because it's very funny.
Pamplemousse?
Yes.
Yes?
Pamplemousse.
I'm going to actually, while we're stopped, we have 2 minutes before we start again. I'm going to do a little refill here.
I think Kevin's avoiding me and my milkshake question now, which is not an unreasonable response.
Where would you get one?
Is Shake Shack still open?
Shake Shack might be open. Steak and Shake is probably open on Colonial. Ernie says it both ways. That's so weird. I've never heard anyone say that.
The right way and then yours. I've heard it both ways.
I've never heard anyone say they make it both ways.
Yeah, but the problem is I don't have ice cream.
I have ice cream. I had some today. We have our...
Will you make me a milkshake?
Yeah, come on over. We have our annual health screening thing on Friday where we get our blood sugar and all that done. And I was like, I'm not going to eat candy for 3 days. And that lasted 15 minutes or so. My parents have so much candy in this house. How... They're diabetics. I don't understand.
I live upstairs from a 7-Eleven. I also have a lot of candy in the house. Last year, I ate Asiago bagels every day for breakfast for 2 weeks before my annual blood work, and I came back with high cholesterol. I'm thinking there was a correlation there.
Imagine that. I actually have not been eating that much cheese compared to usual, so maybe my cholesterol will be not so bad. But I also haven't been eating avocados as much as I used to as well.
It's hard to get good avocados.
Yeah, well, especially if you're only going to the store as little as possible.
Mm-hmm. And it probably doesn't help that my comparison point is Hawaii. So I think I might be a little bit skewed there.
We have 30 seconds before we start again. How is this so short? I feel like we've been talking for 45 seconds.
We just have a lot to say. We haven't seen each other in a week.
Yeah, that's true. Pop-Tarts for breakfast.
A friend of mine, that's time, but a friend of mine introduced me to the concept of the Corona 19, which is just the 19 pounds we're all gaining because we're in quarantine. And I never got the freshman 15, but you hush. Everyone else. Hang on, how do I make Sarah tiny?
No, I lost weight because I moved from a major metro area to the boonies, and so it takes me 45 minutes at minimum to get any kind of food from anywhere, so I'm not really eating out at all.
Well, we have to start now, but I just need Ebony to know that I relate to you so hard right now.
All right, let's get this timer up here.
Let's get this party started.
On your mark, get set.
Bake! And that's time, everyone. Pencils down, fingers off the keyboard. Don't forget to stretch.
All right, you got it this time. You got it. Oh my gosh, I just saw how many words I did. 437.
Wow, amazing.
That's more than I do
nice work.
all the time. Wow.
This write-in really works.
Woohoo. I mean, it was like... It does really work. My parents just came home. I think they have the things that I requested. All right. Did I get all the things turned off? Yes. Okay, cool. I did think it was quite funny that Jessica Baker asked why you said bake, because that's her name.
Because it's all about you.
Oh.
Yay!
Well done, Courtney.
Thank you. Thank you.
I always let you, like, I clicked over to look at how much time we had left with like 6 seconds left. I was like, okay, I'll just wait for Bess to like walk us in.
So how did everyone else do? Haha, got the first.
How did everyone else do? Wow.
I'm learning your ways. Soon I will be able to stage a coup. I'll bring Kelly on board.
Laura messaged me on Twitter asking me for my bug story.
And meanwhile, Christine was doing important work and crushing it.
Very nice, Christine.
That's funny.
Uh-huh.
It is the season.
Oh, Bert. Plotted
Baking up something interesting.
Nice. I need someone to plot for me. I often wonder how I would do writing a story that someone else plotted.
You mean like
for
one
me.
of those write for hire deals?
You mean like a work for hire?
Well, we get tons of those in cozies, so pick a publisher and see what they got. I'm not the only one murdering. Yay!
800 words. Oh. Revision is hard to measure. Because even you're like, oh, I revised 3 chapters in 20 minutes, that means you probably didn't do that much work. Whereas if you revise like a scene, then you probably did a lot more work. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know why my voice keeps cracking. Maybe it's the wine.
Puberty. You start licking girls soon.
Hey, I'm broadcasting right now.
Hi.
Bess says hi. It's outside the back door. I can talk to you in 6 minutes.
Who said hi?
Bess, the person I co-host these with.
It's outside?
Yeah. I'll tell you in 6 minutes.
The mystery deepens.
Maybe I should tell all of you together.
I wish I could plot, but somehow my plots still end up needing like 50,000 words of pantsing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It all baffles me. See, opportunities abound.
I have someone who actually wants me to write a project for them, but it's complicated. Basically, my agent would have to get involved, and I don't think that they're into that.
Your agent's not into that?
No, the person. So I've been working on a couple like adult projects with this person, which my agent has said is, so Arya Kane, my other name, she's basically said like that's yours, and Sarah's, I'll handle Sarah. But this is a project. It's middle grade, so it would be more of a Sarah thing than an Aria thing. So, yeah.
I believe in you. I have tried so many methods, and I still just end up with like my 40,000 word first drafts. Just they came, they murdered, they solved at the end. We've still got a whole other shift going, Ruth. You got more time.
Well, I think Ruth is talking about like revising versus writing something new, which I am going back and forth because sometimes when I'm revising, I'm like, this story again.
And if Kelly is still here, how did you do? I'm not forgetting that she's here this week.
Maybe she got distracted. Sometimes that happens. We have a lot of stuff going on Pitch Wars right now, and she's responsible for like most of it. So how about this? At the very end of the broadcast, I'll tell
our
the bug
reward
story.
Ooh, make it a word count goal.
No, because now we have more people private messaging me asking for it. So I'll tell the end, and so if you don't want to hear it, you can just like leave before then. If
I still think you should make it a word count goal.
Sensitive to bugs.
You guys writing? Well, that's an interesting sort of cycle.
Oh wow! Like a year ago today. Nice. A year ago today, I signed up for StreamYard because I just got the renewal charge on my account today, and I was like, "What is this money?"
A year ago today, I've got nothing. Sorry.
That's the only reason I know is I saw it on my account today, and I was like, "Oh, that's a lot of money," because I pay annually because it's cheaper. So this is a good time to mention, if you don't support my Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/pubtalklive, which helps me pay for software and hardware.
Unrelated. Was anyone else supposed to go to DragonCon this past weekend?
I was. My best friend David, one of my best friends, David, was supposed to go for his first time ever too.
Me too.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be my first year.
He didn't. I mean, we didn't. David makes like a lot more money than me, so he's like, well, I'll pay for lodging. So
that's a very good friend to have.
I missed out on that.
I've hired someone on Fiverr. That's how I got my hat for the podcast.
Oh, nice. No, I've never even gone to Fiverr.
Surprise subscriptions.
I think that's about the StreamYard thing. So just FYI for anyone who hasn't been around for a while, we usually get your comments like a minute later than you make them. So
yeah, they show up pretty late.
It takes a little bit for them to filter through.
And Sarah has a good memory. I have the memory of someone with ADHD.
I'm 2.5 glasses of wine in, so.
What's a CP?
Critique partner.
You say that like I should know that.
I feel like you should. Bess makes an amazing critique partner because she can read a book really quickly. She critiqued one of my books.
It
was more beta read than critique partner.
It
was big edits. It's not over yet.
You are not wrong, though. It is time.
Do our next 20-minute thing. It keeps going so fast. Okay, I'm going to put the banner out.
I pride myself for keeping Sarah on track. And, yep.
I'm traumatized today. I'm not staying on track for anything. All right, let me get the timer back up. And hold on, let me make sure. Okay, cool. On your mark, get set.
Write, revise, and do your best.
Yeah.
And that's time, everyone. I was watching the clock and I still missed it because someone posted one of those horrible math questions on Facebook.
I was wondering, I was like, where's Beth at? Bess at? Closing my clock. All right, how did everyone do? Let me do some math so I can figure out how I did. 7:51, okay.
I'm still mad at this math problem.
I'm sorry.
But while Sarah's doing math, I would love to hear more about this love letter writing business.
Love letter? I didn't pick up that part. I read one of the others.
Evelyn wrote love letters to get through grad school.
Wow.
And I need to know more.
Wow. That's cool. I feel like that should be.
All right, I'm putting the math problem in the comments because it made me angry. I
got 313 words that session, ending at 1,064.
Congratulations! I actually ended at 1,179. So we crushed it. And I'm very proud of us.
What? Who wrote this, first of all?
My friend Lynn. I don't know if he got it from somewhere else, but...
Because unless there's some parentheses there, that's wrong.
It's not, though.
What? Oh, bye, Kelly.
I am so glad you were here. So, yeah, that is actually true.
What?
Bert crushed it. See, now you get why I'm so angry at it. It is
Bert
not.
always crushes it.
It is not incorrect.
How is it correct? Unless there's some formatting or something.
It's a tricksy thing. You are also correct. You are also correct.
I thought
I mean,
Karen
also,
was saying,
it's also polite to say bye to Kelly, but
I thought Karen was saying they got 120 words. Oh, Ebony dropped word count by 2,100 words. Wow.
Sorry, I had to send Kevin the math question because he wants it. So once he figures out or does not figure out, I will say the answer. I finally got this because someone was giving a hint in the comments and they gave it like 3 times and I was like, oh, no, I get it now.
You know, I really don't like those like math problems.
Oh, they're
like,
the worst.
That are like the little pictures and then like the shoelace only has one shoelace or whatever. And that
like Kevin got it.
So it's like less than, than whatever. Like, first of all, your picture is only 100 pixels wide. How am I even supposed to see that? And second of all, that's not math. That's like trick.
Speaking of trick, does anyone know how you write 5 factorial?
What?
And does anyone know what 5 factorial?
Oh, I see.
5 factorial adds up to.
Now I see. But see, this is another one. It's like, it's not math. It's bull crap. That's what it is. Bull crap.
No, very, very proud of you. So 5 factorial is 5 exclamation mark, and it means 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1.
You commented as me.
I did. I'm you now.
Yeah.
So if you
I
do
was like,
5
I
times
didn't say
4
that.
times 3 times 2 times 1. Or,
I've
as
had
Kevin just said, numbers get bigger when you say them louder.
half a bottle. Not that much. I haven't been drinking very much at all, though. So,
Well, get
there's that.
hydrated. You got to get started, Sarah.
I'm at alcohol. I've been drinking plenty of water.
What do you mean that's unsatisfying? I thought that was hilarious.
All right. How many people have private messaged me about this story?
You can't just put it out there and be like, I'm not going to tell any of you this now.
I'm trying to save you.
Well, then you shouldn't have brought it up in the first place. It's like you understand nothing about human nature.
Once we're done chatting, I'll be like, okay, everyone who doesn't want to hear really gross bug story can leave. But only,
And-
like, do not blame me if you stay and you listen to it.
And a reminder, you can mute or leave at any time. Just because you commit to hearing the story doesn't mean that you can continue committing. Consent can be revoked at any time.
Yep. I mean, you know it's about maggots, so that should be...
I
All
can't
right.
believe everyone thinks that's unsatisfying. I am so... What?
The other half... Vinny wishes she could help with the other half of the bottle. Yeah, come visit me. I love math, I do.
I am not a math person.
I'm a math monkey.
What is a math monkey?
That's what my boss calls me because she always asks me to do math for her. Basically, calculator. I'm not even that good at arithmetic. I like math. Not the biggest fan of arithmetic.
I do not know the difference. That is how much I do not like math.
Arithmetic is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.
I'm sorry, I was not listening to you at all. I was reading
Yeah, you just
Ernie's
totally
comment.
Yeah.
And it is. You are also correct.
Bull crap.
No, accurate. The whole thing is true.
It's an
Ernie-
extra shoelace. That's all I'm saying. It's an extra shoelace.
Ernie is correct, and Lynn is correct, and Lynn is funnier.
Lynn.
My friend Lynn that originally made the post.
Oh, okay. I've been here.
My mom was going to be a math professor, and she went to college and started majoring in math. And then she was in, I don't even know, some math class and asked for help from the professor. And he said, Nancy, this is so easy, a monkey could do it. So she has a PhD in psychology now.
Like, I mean, differential equations, fine, piece of cake. Asking me to multiply some numbers, nope, can't do that. I mean, without paper. I can do it on paper.
Karen's picking on me.
Okay, so it's technically correct, but it's also bullcrap. Just like the shoelaces.
It is correct, but like a pun, it makes you angry, is what's happening here.
Yes. Puns do make me angry.
Ooh. Kevin sent it to his boss.
Mm.
So yeah, this is just a math pun. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's all it is. Let's see what we got coming up. We've started the Pitch Wars mentor chat, so if you're interested in that, make sure you check those out. They're all scheduled, and they're also, you can find them on a playlist. So if you go to my playlist, you can find the past 2 and also the future 6. I think there are 8 total.
I have a thing.
Okay, go ahead.
You used your niece's voice on me. That was very exciting.
I use my what?
Niece's voice, like you're talking to your nieces.
Oh.
If you aren't doing anything Sunday afternoon and want to join the Citrus Crime Writers, we are having the Poison Lady come and speak about poisonous plants with a focus on Florida's poisonous plants. Apparently we have a tree that creates strychnine down here.
Are you doing Zoom?
Yes. So if you're interested, contact CC Citrus Crime Writers on like Facebook or the website or whatever and get the info from our secretary.
Cool. Saturday night we have Pub Talk Live. We have Juliana Brandt is going to be my guest co-host, and Newbery Medal winning author Erin Entrada Kelly is going to be our special guest. So make sure you tune in
That
for
is
that.
so cool.
I know. She's so nice too. She's a Pitch Voice mentor, and she's just like so kind. Yeah, and then I have one Agent Chat Live coming in September and 2 coming in October, and those are all scheduled too. So make sure you check those out. And like I said, you can go to patreon.com/pubtalklive to support all the things that I do.
Sarah does so many things. Give them money.
Thanks. I also have the weekly event newsletter at sarahnicolas.substack.com, which Bess learned what Substack was today.
Yeah, I was thinking it's like that tech thing that Kevin uses to get answers to code questions.
Yeah, no, it's very simple.
GitHub, but not that.
Very simple
Stack
site.
Overflow. Haha, Stack Overflow. See, okay. Stack.
Yeah, so it's just a weekly listing of all the virtual author events that I can find. And there's Desert Sleuth Conference. It's like some desert area chapter of Mystery Writers.
Arizona. I think they're Arizona.
They're doing a conference online this weekend, and it's all free. So check that out. That is the most clicked link so far this week. All right, I think that's it. I will tell you the bug story if you want to hear it. If not, feel free to say goodbye to us now.
Remember, you can mute or leave at any time.
Goodbye. If you're watching the replay of this, just go ahead and close out right now. I'm like waiting for the viewer count to drop, but it's not dropping. What is wrong with you people?
Well, it's 6 fewer than we had in the height, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Pardon.
I won't judge you if you say goodbye now.
I might say goodbye now. We will find out at some point during the story.
You can mute me.
I'm actually planning. I'm ready.
You can mute the tab. Not mute me because then no one else will hear me, but mute the tab.
Oh, I could just mute you. So no, let's see. How do I mute Sarah? Ha.
Yeah, it's easy to mute because Bess is logged into my StreamYard account, so she has the power.
Hang on. Is Karen asking about the math
5
question?
factorial, Karen. The exclamation mark.
I will type it as
It's
you,
important.
and you can tell the story.
It's like Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, you have to reveal it now.
You don't want to hear it. Are you typing 5? What is taking so long to type 5 factorial? Yes. There you go.
Sorry, I forgot to mute my typing.
The exclamation mark was the shoelace. All right. It's time.
Ooh, scary.
I've built it up so much that you guys are going to be like, this is stupid.
Hold your phone under your face so you get a good spooky campfire light going.
That's a good idea. My phone is about to die, so we'll see if it even... Okay. All right. So, first of all, I know Bess knows, but do you know what a litter genie is? Bess has muted me probably at this point.
No, I've muted me. I'm ready.
Okay.
Confused, but ready.
So if you don't know what a litter genie is, it's very similar to a diaper genie, if you're familiar with that. So it's a thing that you put next to your litter box so you can scoop the poop and put it in there, and it stores it without making everything smell bad, right? That's the basis of it. It's got this little contraption. You drop the poop in, you open the slide, you drop the poop in, and you close the slide, and so it's like trapped in there in a bag. I don't know if I described that well enough, but look it up. It's where you store poop for about 1 to 2 weeks at a time. Anyway, Today I went to scoop some poop. And there are little tiny things. They look like little seeds, kind of like on the lid. And I'm like, what is this? This is weird. I've seen this before, but I'm not really sure what it is. So I put the poop in, and I close it, and then drop the poop. And I'm like, those little things are really weird. Let me take a look. Let me see what's going on here. So the bag is kind of see-through. It's like blue, but it's see-through. So I lift up the top of the litter genie so I can see the bag. And there are maggots all in there. And it's not worms. I know it's not worms because I know what worms look like. And I also, this is weird, but I also look at my cat's poop every time I scoop it to make sure there's nothing weird going on, which I think is a normal thing. It's not weird. But anyway. Yep. So there are maggots all over the litter genie. So when they're like eggs, they're like really, really small. They kind of look like tiny, tiny pumpkin seeds. And that's it, I think. So I took the whole litter genie outside, and I texted my parents who are out to get me some fly strips and some spray. But I may just throw the whole litter genie away and buy a new one.
How did the maggots happen?
Well, I have noticed some flies. I mean, because like, our air conditioner was out, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of days ago, about a week ago. So I think probably, the air conditioner was out. Maybe we had the windows open at some point, and maybe some flies got in and found their way into the litter genie somehow.
Well, that contained them beautifully.
Yeah, they are all inside there.
Yeah, the litter genie did its job perfectly, and I too would buy a new one.
It's so gross.
Oh, we're better.
Thank you, Laura.
I'm definitely team these people.
Yeah, they don't cost that much. They're only like $15. My dad offered to throw the whole thing into the bushes, and I was like, no, it's plastic. We're not going to do that.
Into the bushes.
I mean, we live in, a rural area. Yeah, it's gross. I have thought, Ruth, about, so like, I think I checked the litter, and I checked, because it's the Breeze system, so it's pellets, and then there's a pad underneath. And so I checked like the pad underneath in the litter, and everything's fine there.
The votes are overwhelmingly for Sarah get a new litter genie.
Yeah. So I could take the bag out somehow and then just maybe soak the whole thing in bleach for a while. Yeah.
Courtney makes a compelling argument.
Oh no. Oh my God. One time, like a couple of years ago, Athena had worms, and I just I got really grossed out by that. Which is why now I check her poop every time to make sure she doesn't have worms.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what happened. I think I'm gonna see what I can do, and maybe just like soak the whole thing in bleach for a minute. Or I might just buy a new one, because I'm placing a Chewy order anyway. My cat needs more food, so.
And a new litter genie.
And it has a new insert in it too. That's the worst part. I'm like, I'm gonna have to throw the insert out, because there's no way they didn't get like up inside there,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's like $7. Yes, that is true, Evelyn. Then I would have to, yeah. And I don't know, because the seeds are all like in the top of it, so I don't know the seeds. They're eggs. I don't know seeds. They look like seeds.
We're going with euphemisms now.
Yeah, they're all up in the top of them, so I don't know how infested the thing is. This is what I did. So like when I discovered them, I was like, oh, surely my dad has some bug killer, right? And so I went out to his garage to see if he had any bug killer, and the only thing I could really find, well, there's a wasp killer, which is designed to spray like 6 feet, by the way.
I was like,
that's not really going to work. I love Chewy. Chewy's the best.
And they're like an hour from us. It's super convenient.
Are
Stuff
they?
gets here
Yeah.
in like the next
Stuff gets
day.
here so fast. And the side note, when I moved, I have a standing order for Jasper's bones for his chew bones, and it got delivered because I forgot to change my address. It got delivered to my old address, and my landlord was like being a real dick about it. And he thought, I don't know what was going on. He thought like I was my ex. We used to live together, and it was really weird. But so I tweeted basically that like my landlord.
I remember that.
And Chewy messaged me, and they sent me a whole new package for free, and it's like $60. Like when I order his bones, it's like $60, and they just sent me a whole new package for free. Yeah, it was great. Anyway, so I was like, I'm not gonna use a wasp killer because I don't know how strong that will spray, and so I did find some like backyard mosquito fogger, and so I opened the drawer and I just sprayed like half the bottle into the bag.
I want to make fun of you, but honestly, that is just anyone would do that.
Like literally, I was just like, and I was like going through the house. I was like, I'm gonna murder something. I'm gonna murder it. And like Jasper, Jasper's old, and he was like in my way. I was like, get on my way. I gotta murder.
I love that they do prescription delivery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got his heartworm last time through there too.
Oh,
come on. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
That's amazing. Athena.
You got one of the headphones.
Who's our baby Athena?
What are you doing? Ow!
Laura, that is an amazing story. Athena, I love you. You are now my co-host. I'm sorry, Sarah. You've been replaced.
She's a scene stealer. Yeah. I mean, so many people who use Chewy have like such similar stories. And
I did know that they sell birthday boxes?
Birthday boxes?
Yes. For my birthday, my friend Morgan ordered a birthday box from Chewy, and you can get it for cats or dogs. And so it came, and there's a banner that I have taped up over his water fountain, and it had toys and catnip toys and a bunch of others. Oh, treats. So they just like, and it's like in a pink box. It's like, happy birthday to Mew.
Yeah, so many people have such great stories about Chewy, like that. Ow! She just like.
And their customer service you can do via text. Well, instant message.
I had one problem with Chewy, and that was when my vet was trying to call in the heartworm medication, and like they called her number and said she didn't answer, and so they canceled the order, and it was kind of a mess. But we eventually got it figured out. But after I tweeted about it on social media, if you tweet about them, the customer service is amazing. Yeah, she is a scene stealer for sure.
True. That is like the number one thing I hear from people in meetings where they're like, everything stopped because we all had to see the cat.
Yeah. Well, the last Pitch Wars mentor chat, Steven's dog started like digging in his bed, and so I just made him full screen so everyone could see the dog.
I saw you talking about that. It's very important.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's my bug story. I hope you enjoyed
Throw the
it.
whole thing out. Get a new one. Don't even.
I am putting fly strips because my parents did get fly strips, so I'm putting fly strips like all over just to catch any lingering flies.
Now that is a horror story. Fly strips are the most nightmare thing I've ever seen.
Why?
The sticky ones?
Yeah.
Because then they have dead or dying flies attached to them, just dangling like decor.
That's fine by me, as long as they're not maggots. Maggots
that's horrifying. That I cannot deal.
Are my problem. and so I'm trying to explain my dad. I don't know if you saw I was gone for a while, like when that last sprint started, because my dad doesn't understand what a litter genie is, and he thought it was in the litter box, which would be worse. But don't message me gross stories. It's fine. The fly strips are for the flies that laid the eggs.
Squeaker doesn't really like sticky stuff though, like tape. So.
Oh yeah, I gotta put it where she can't get to it for sure.
Yeah, no, just like decor made of corpses is not my thing.
Well, hopefully it's only temporary.
Yeah, I could never be an exterminator. And this is why Bess is vegetarian.
I think I made some people vegetarian tonight. Oh, I didn't tell you the worst part.
There's the worst part.
So, well, first of all, I messaged my mom, and I was like, "Hey, do you have any fly strips?" She said no. I said, "Can you get some and maybe some spray?" And she's like, "What kind of spray?" And she has a weak stomach, and I know this, and so I was trying not to give her any details. And I was like, "How do I?" I was like, "Well, like anything that will kill maggots." And she texted me back, and she said, "Say no more. I just ordered rice." Oh, Laura.
Rice? I do though.
Rice. Think about what maggots look like, and think about what rice looks like. They look very similar.
I get the visual comparison, but I think I must have missed something where that would kill them.
No. I was texting her to get the fly stuff, and she had just ordered rice at the restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Bye, Ebony. Oh, send it my way. I'm single, and I have been quarantined forever. Yeah. Anyway, so all that happened, and then so I'm sitting here getting ready for our broadcast, trying to calm down, and I look down, and there's something on my shirt. Yes. I had rice for lunch. And there was one grain of rice clinging to the dragon. And I freaked out, and then I realized it was rice. And
Oh no, that would have been such a heart stopper.
but yeah, I was like, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, that's the end of the story.
I'm hearing messages happening on Kevin's computer over there as his friends and coworkers get this math pun. I can almost hear the anger in the ding.
Yeah. Well, because it's not a math problem, it's a math pun. Be upfront about it. All right. I think that's all we got. I think we should end on that note.
On that
Laura's
high note,
laughing at me finding a grain of rice on my shirt, so thanks for that, Laura.
we've
Love
had
you too.
puns, we've had bugs. I mean, really, we can't top it today.
Yeah. No top on this one.
It's not even
We've
real
had
math.
bug puns, everything.
This is the title for this week.
Yeah. It's not real math. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us. Have a good night. #PubEarth right to stay up to date on what we're doing throughout the week. Hopefully we'll see you next week. And Saturday for Pub Talk Live, and some other days for Pitch Wars
Other stuff.
chats and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Have a good night. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear a mask.
And be good. Bye.